Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, they come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review.
Welcome back, yo. Welcome back to the review.
Welcome back, bitches.
Oh. Welcome back.
Who was that? Welcome back. Do you want to play a game?
No.
How you been, friend?
Good. How you been, Enzo?
Ciao. If these walls can talk.
I know. Enzo and I had a hell of a fucking time. That's why we've been away. It's been crazy.
Woosah and come back. But we came back like a boomerang. You know how that go.
Yeah, we're so happy to be back together, and we miss you guys.
Yeah,
and
we missed y'all.
We hope you
I really
missed
did.
us.
I really did miss y'all. So how you been? Good? Energy's good?
Yeah, it's good. It's back, even though it's been like crazy as hell. You know, I didn't really get to say goodbye to my grandfather. He passed away.
Sorry to hear that. My cousin passed away as well, so that's why we really took a break. It was really heavy.
There's fruit flies in here, and we have wine.
Yeah, and we probably should put it in a water bottle.
So that's what I was just doing. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm fine. Like, I had my piece. There was some family drama and stuff like that. I'm happy that my grandfather was 90.
Mm-hmm.
So
blessings.
Exactly. So he lived a long ass life, and he's with my grandma now, who he like loved, because actually when my grandma passed away when I was in 10th grade, it was such a traumatic funeral that I cried so much I threw up.
Really?
Yeah, and he jumped on the casket and was like, "Take me with you, Mary." Yeah. I know that he's happy, being back with my grandma. And as far as all the family drama and stuff, I know that now he knows the truth. And I was just more so hurting for my mom. But besides that, everything's been good. I'm done with school, so I feel so much better. Getting back into my routine. I had my birthday, which I'm upset that you couldn't go. But I actually found out my grandfather passed the day after. And actually Enzo was with his family during that time, so he couldn't come.
Yeah, I was with my family in North Carolina. We had drama, but you know what? We're getting past that, all of that. So, no more trauma in my life.
Yeah. Hit it.
Yeah, don't
Yes. We need to get you Awaken glasses.
Yo, don't.
That'd be so fucking hilarious.
No, for real.
You'd look more like Igor though.
I would. Igor was a fire ass album, but yeah, I love Igor. I'd rather look like Igor than Mary, because I don't think I can wear those boots 24/7. My big ass feet. Yeah.
Well, and I got a facial, a real legit facial for my birthday.
I bet you did.
No, that was earlier today.
Oh, yeah. Nah, what kind was it? Like a diamond VVS
yeah,
facial?
it was. It was a diamond
really?
microdermabrasion facial. And I've been wanting one for so long because I have acne scars and stuff like that. But she actually said that microneedling is better for acne scars and stuff like that. So are those chemical peels. The chemical peels kind of scare me because I'm afraid of looking. Well, I'm afraid of looking crazy because sometimes people literally peel off and it peels crazy for a week. So I didn't really want that, but I'm gonna go back for microneedling. I love the microdermabrasion. I recommend everyone get a facial for the birthday. It's kind of expensive. It was around $300.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to be pampered for a day, when you're 30, you don't really like to go out to the club. So instead of like spending $300 at a club, just get a facial. I went to this really small place in Hamilton. It's called Derma Cosmetica or something like that. And the girl there was really great. I forgot her name. I feel like it was Michelle or some shit like that. But the microdermabrasion, it feels like sandpaper on your face. But she gave me she kind of was like, what do you want? And I was like, I want to feel pampered. So she gave me like the steam, and she did like 2 different kind of masks. She put the hot towel on my face a couple of times. She gave me a nice massage. Did
she give you a happy ending?
Oh, I would have let her because I was so relaxed. It was so nice. And then she gave me what the hell is that? Hyaluronic acid. Wait, is it called hyaluronic acid? Hydraulic acid or something like that. Anyway, it's really good for your face if you're like over 25. And
what if your face doesn't look over 25 and you're over 25?
No, still even if it doesn't, because it'll keep it tight. It keeps it hydrated because that's
tight. Get
keep
it right.
Get it tight. And the thing is, she told me my face was dehydrated.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, I drink a lot of water, and also I use like a face cream and a night cream. So I was really kind of shocked because I'm always greased up on my face. And she told me it's because I need something with either glycerin or hyaluronic acid. That's what it's called. Hyaluronic acid. She said vitamin C hyaluronic acid during the day is really good, and then use like a retinol at night with your night cream. But just make sure that your stuff has glycerin in it. Black people have this shit down because I'm pretty sure like Vaseline has glycerin in it. And now I've been adding shea butter to my daily moisturizer. Yeah. Just to give it a little more thickness.
My soap is a shea butter. So
is it
mango butter, shea butter, black soap?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I use black soap to wash my face.
Nice.
As well.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's hot in here. But yeah, it's been really fun. I like I said, I recommend everyone get a facial. So I'm about to get 6 sessions of microneedling, where basically people microneedle at home, but she said it's like horrible because it's unsanitary. Yeah. And they leave she said microneedling shouldn't leave like lines on your face, and some people like influencers are thinking that the lines are supposed to be there after. Yeah. So
Instagram influencers.
Right. Because even dermaplaning, I dermaplane too, which is like I just buy like a little one single razor from Sephora, and I will shave my face basically, and it does get all the dead skin and stuff off, which is really nice. But they do that there too. But yeah, I'm gonna get like 6 microneedling sessions for my acne scars.
Grapefruit scrub.
I have like a natural sugar charcoal scrub too.
And then I have the little spinning brush.
Those are so good. I had one and it died. And actually, I had like a little cheap $20 one from CVS. That shit lasted better than like the Sonic joints.
I got mine from the dollar store.
Exactly.
And
those still work the best.
It still works. And I paid like $1. Maybe like $5 I paid for it.
Yeah, the like expensive one, like the Panasonic or whatever, like the main name brand one. That's like that shit is like almost $800. And my friend got it. She said it like broke all the time.
Yeah, no, most of them do.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just get the cheap one because it really works.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Remember that?
No, what is that
from? I think it was from Mad TV. And it was supposed to, the kids were doing drugs or something like that. Oh. And the people with like the adults, they were trying to be like hood, or not hood, but like I guess hip.
Yeah.
And like the parents kept going like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I kind of remember. Mad TV is so foreign to me now. Like I remember Randy when he's like, look what I could do. Yeah. But I feel like that's not cool to do now. You know what I mean? It's probably not PC.
Yeah, it's not, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I was watching it at work the other day, like the little highlights, and I was watching Boniface Valerie for Jackson.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Hamilton, right. Jefferson Jackson.
Her, she was like hilarious, and I was like, yo, this show was hilarious, and I actually preferred it over SNL.
Same.
But now that I am older, SNL is
you can appreciate it more.
I can appreciate the
SNL is like a little more sophisticated and political.
Yeah.
So that's why.
But Mad TV was a little bit more wild. Like they had this Britney Spears parody, like it was like from what is it? The first one was the
Baby
first song?
One More Time.
Hit Me Baby One More Time. Yeah, and it was like You're My Daddy for the Night or something like that. It was so weird. It was so weird, but it was like she was like, I'm 17.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But then I was watching like Miss Swan, and
yes, Miss Swan.
She went to the burger joint and was trying to like order a burger.
And she's like, oh.
And she couldn't get it. And the guy was like, we have this kind of burger, this kind of burger, this kind of burger. And I guess he got so frustrated that he ended up just throwing like mad burgers at her. And she goes, it works every time.
Yo, I feel like Miss Swan is not cool to do now either.
It's not.
You know, a lot of those characters are like.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's a different time. You know?
Yeah.
It's definitely a different time. A lot of people are a lot more sensitive than what they used to be.
Seriously.
Yeah. Which is why we're so like fucked up.
Yeah, and we're kind of like in the middle of like, this stuff is fucked up, but like, stop complaining about everything. I know.
It's like but
it's like it's still kind of funny because that's what we
our
used to
generation
laugh at.
after is like, you can't do that, you can't laugh at that.
Exactly.
Like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
Because we're from that era where it was like it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's not no more.
It's not. So we're drinking a Pinot Noir today that I picked out. We have another bottle in the fridge that Enzo picked out. So I started us off with Decoy. It has a little duck on it. It was about $20. So like a mid-price, you know, not super, super crazy expensive. But
it's pretty good.
I wanted to spoil us. It says it has notes of, it says combining silky sophistication with soaring flavors of blackberry cassis. Do you know what cassis is? Negative. Okay. And
wait, first of all.
And cedar and spice. So this one is like definitely very smooth.
Mm-hmm. No, it is.
And you can taste the blackberry.
It's decadent.
It's
very decadent.
I feel like the cedar gives it the smoothness or something. Cedar and spice. So I feel like this would be good with like dessert or chocolate or like.
Definitely steak, definitely chocolate, definitely date night worthy.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
Yeah.
Definitely fruit fly worthy.
Yeah.
They're loving it.
Definitely.
No, it's really good. I think this is room temperature, so it's pretty good.
I'm sorry. You don't mind?
No, I don't mind.
I kind of like my red's room temperature.
I don't mind. I actually don't mind.
Or slightly chilled.
Yeah, slightly chilled more so. It's a little warm for my liking, but it's good. It's good warm. So
right. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that means you can have it out in the cookout and it'll be good.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like, oh, what are you drinking?
And what's in your water bottle? Because he brought a water bottle.
I brought a water bottle. I don't know what's in this water bottle.
You don't?
I don't.
You didn't fill the water bottle? Could be piss.
It's
dehydrated piss.
Nope.
Let me smell.
Definitely not.
Let me
piss.
guess. That smells like a little Henny-ish.
I don't know what's in it. It might be Henny. It might be tequila and Henny. It might be something.
A mix.
Who knows, child?
We feel at my party. Thank you, everyone who came. We had so much fun.
You had water bottles?
We did not have water bottles, but we definitely finished like 2 things of Casamigos, which I'm proud of my friends. made Aisha, who came on here before, check out the episode. She made a big ass thing of sangria, and that bitch makes the best sangria ever.
Oh,
like it's some. Not too sweet.
She said I had some when she came on.
Strong
she should have brought it. Yeah, she gotta make some for us.
Dude, let me tell you, this was like it was gone, and I didn't have that many people there. Yeah, and we drank it down. So
that's good. I'm glad you had a good time though for your birthday.
Thank you.
My birthday is coming up.
I got bit up though. There was mad mosquitoes. Yes.
Yeah, the mosquitoes is crazy.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes. That's a good thing. When I went to North Carolina, I didn't get bit up as much by the mosquitoes.
You didn't?
No, because I had this cologne on.
Oh.
Yeah, I had this special kind of cologne. It's called Off-A. Yeah, it's really.
I'm dead. I saw this.
I know. I saw her face.
Because let me tell you something. Off should pay you some money because if Off came up with like different scents.
Yeah, they had different scents. They did. They do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the one that we had was something backyard something. Or extra woods or backyard woods.
Oh, deep woods. No, but that's not a scent. Deep woods is like more heavy duty. Okay, it has like DEET in it or something.
Okay. Well, then I thought it was a special flavor. But yeah, Orphe.
Honestly, you may be onto something. What if you made like a luxury cologne
for mosquitoes
/ mosquito repellent? Yeah.
They might already have it, but you know what? We can make it. Put it in.
Exactly.
Action.
Nobody knows about it, so.
Yeah. Until they watch this episode.
Exactly.
It's copyrighted, motherfucker. No, yeah, we were spraying Off, so I didn't really get too much mosquitoes. My sister got bit the fuck up, though. Yeah.
Yeah, my ankles look like they got ran over by a shopping cart or some shit like that. I felt bad, too.
I got bit up out there, though, coming in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We have those. Did you see those? Do you know about those flies that came in last year? They're not flies. They look like moths.
Lantern?
Yeah, the lantern moths or flies.
The lantern.
They're
things,
all over here now. They didn't make it to
really?
Trenton last year, but this year
No,
they're all over.
I seen them.
Yeah.
I seen them.
And you got to kill them immediately. And those things like teleport. Yeah, you're supposed to kill them because they suck out all of the sap in the trees, and apparently like there's not a lot of animals that eat them.
Well, okay. They're invasive species.
Yeah, they basically sap this is pause, but they suck the sap out of the trees till they die. Exactly. So they're savage.
Them lantern flies. At first I thought they were stink bugs, and then I'm like,
no, they look completely different. It's a colorful moth with spots and it's red.
At first I thought it was like a little stink bug, but I'm like, that's a little bigger than a stink bug. But then,
have you ever tried to kill one?
What?
No, because you didn't know.
No,
because you're supposed to kill them. Try to kill one. Those motherfuckers jump so fast.
Do they?
Yes, and far.
I don't really kill insects though.
Oh my god, you're such like a Buddhist.
I am. I really am. I tell my friends all the time, if we were in Avatar, I'd probably be Aang.
If a bug is in my space, I'm like, you're dead. Although me and spiders have been like cool. I think I'm gonna get a tattoo of one to represent like overcoming my fears because I used to be a bit terrified, but now I'm like in a better place with them.
Mm-hmm. You should.
Yeah, because they are chill and they just kill bugs for you.
I love spiders. I have them. We have them all over my building at work, and I just pick them up. I take them outside or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get too big, though, I do kill them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. They have a purpose in life, and that purpose is to eat the smaller bugs.
Yeah, they do. So, yeah.
Let them ride. They're not hurting me.
Yeah.
I ain't scared of them.
Oh, and also I've been seeing them a lot lately, and I like looked it up, and it's like apparently like ancestors trying to reach out. Like that's one of those.
The lanterns?
No, spiders. I've been seeing like spiders a lot. Like I've been like weirdly attracted to them, so I looked it up, because I was like, why do I see spiders everywhere? Like everywhere. Also, it is changing season, but I just felt like I was seeing, when you start noticing stuff all the time, it's like usually not a coincidence. You should look it up, just like a dream. So I looked it up and it said something like your ancestors were watching you, or, they had like someone's watching you. And also I was seeing 333 a lot. Okay. And that's also, I looked that up and it said something about your ancestors are like reaching behind out. You have angels. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I didn't know about the spiders, but
yeah.
Yeah, the 333. I knew about the multiple numbers, but the spiders I didn't know about. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some ancestral gifts.
I do. I think I'm definitely protected. Oh, I have a story for you.
Okay, story time.
So I recently, and like I love this. If she ever watches, like I really loved her. And I loved visiting her house. So anyway, my hubby daddy went to his coworker's housewarming party. He had no idea that it was in the fucking Poconos. So I'm like, wow, this is really far. And then I see a sign like, welcome to the Poconos. And he was like, if I had known it was this far, I wouldn't have came. But she had like a really nice house and everything. She's from Brooklyn or whatever.
What's up, Brooklyn?
You know, that's a far ride from her. And she commutes like at 3 a.m. every morning.
Yeah, no, that's dedication.
Yeah, so she's awesome. The house is beautiful. So she's showing us the whole house. It's huge. And then she's showing us like her guns. I'm not giving any names, so she's showing us her guns, like her and her, I think that's her husband, are showing us like their gun collection. Let me just tell you, don't rob them, because you're getting lit the fuck up.
Listen.
So then she's like showing me, you know, we're like, oh shit, and she's really funny and like full of life. So we're all like laughing, joking around, like, oh my god, like. And then she's like, yep, like showing us her guns. And I got a little nervous. Like one of the guns, she had like the laser on it. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the light come on. I was like, and it was like right next to me. And I was like, okay. So I was, you know, I'm like, I thought like, you know, we keep guns like pointed down. That's rule number one. Like we never, you know, like especially even hunting or, you know. And then she's like, no, it's not lit. It's not lit or whatever. And then I see her like, I don't know, cock it or whatever the fuck. I don't know gun lingo, but she like, you know, did the thing.
She cocked it.
Yeah, so she cocked it, and then a bullet came out. So then she like was like, oh, here, and gave it to her husband or whatever. And I was like, and I had said something like, they're not loaded, right? Because I was getting nervous because she was like laughing and like waving it around. And I had watched Cartel Crew earlier on VH1, and it's all about how this one girl's little sister got shot and killed at a party because they were playing around with the gun. Like the kids were playing around with the gun and she got shot. And then another girl went to a party and they saw guns in the picture. So the whole season is about this, right? So I'm like extra paranoid. And then she's like, so she's still waving around, and then her husband was like, yo, did you unload it or whatever, or like something. And she's like, yeah, I just gave it to you. I just showed you. There's nothing in it, right? Because she did something I like ducked, like to be funny, but I was like dead ass serious too. Like I'm nervous. And then now we're talking to her. She's talking about like the rest of the house and stuff. He's putting the guns back away, and then we just hear bang. So obviously conversation stopped, and I'm thinking, like, also I didn't know where to run,
Right.
And then I just hear him again. So like, and luckily my man was right in front of me and she was here. So like, it was just four of us, and I couldn't see him. So I was just hoping he was okay. But when I heard him, I was like, oh, thank God. And he was like, there was a bullet in it.
Child, don't make me come after you.
And so I was kind of shook the whole rest of the time. Like,
yeah, it was uneasy. I would have been uneasy too.
Yeah. And then her mom like came out of the other room because she was in the other room, and she was like, what the fuck was that? But she knew exactly what the fuck it was. And she was like, everybody's still standing? We were like, yes.
Listen,
yes, Mom.
That's not funny. I'm glad that you're safe though.
Thank you. Yeah. I was like, wow, this shit really does happen. And like, me and my man just recently went to go get our gun license. So that kind of made me, I was like, oh, I don't even honestly want a gun in
your house.
I don't. Like, I really don't fuck with them, but I think it is kind of important.
My grandfather told us that we should have one, so therefore we have some.
Yeah. I don't knock anyone that does, but I just was like, wow, these are really dangerous.
No,
you know what I mean?
they are. They're very dangerous and they're very sexy at the same time.
I get it. Like, yeah, I went to a gun range before, and shooting them is so much fun. And that's what they do all the time, which is why they have so many, and like, I respect it.
I went on a date with someone who I didn't know had a gun in their pocket. Yeah, child. I didn't know till I got into the car, and we went to go smoke. He was like, well, I guess I don't need this ananymore. And I'm like, oh.
What was he going to use that for, on you?
No.
Oh, I thought it was like a blind date or something.
No blind
What the fuck
date.
did he need it for? Where'd y'all go?
We just went out to like a restaurant and to a movie, and
And where was it? Like, what town was this that he felt like he needed a gun?
I'm gonna just say he was from Camden.
Oh, okay. So he's just always ready, just in
I
case.
guess just.
Oh, because he was in the area. I don't want. Okay, we don't have to get into it.
No, child, but
yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird. I was just like, okay.
And that's the thing.
It's just like I
don't know how people just walk around with it because I'm always like afraid of it just going off, like, and I'll shoot off a toe. Or...
No, he was just like, I guess I don't need this anymore, and then put it on like the armrest, and I was just like, oh.
How did you feel about that?
And I was just looking at it, and I was like, I didn't know you had that. That was, interesting. He was like, yeah, keep it on me at all times, and I'm like, okay.
Did he get a second date?
Kind of gangster. Yes. Yeah. It was fun though. I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't like, obviously I knew that they're dangerous, but like
you were okay.
I was okay. I knew that it wasn't going to be used towards me.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember someone I was talking to, they brought like a gun to like my like place or whatever, and I was like, never do that shit again. I was like so tight. I was just like, I don't even want. I feel like it attracts negative energy. You know what I mean?
It can if the person behind it has negative intentions.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it can be. But like, if you have it as a protection, then and you only use it for protection, then
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, because you can easily like,
locker,
God forbid someone breaks in my house. I'm not going to have it loaded, or it will be loaded, and the safety will be on just as a item.
Exactly. That's how I'm going to keep it loaded, safety on in the safe.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not using it with intentions on hurting or killing someone.
Yeah.
Unless I have to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I'm always like, oh, I wish it didn't even have to. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I get it.
Unless I have to. Unless it's like you or me. No Cassie, just like you and me.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah,
I have to make a decision.
Yes.
And if I do, I will probably like shoot both of your kneecaps and then shoot your left arm.
Are you that good of a shot?
Yeah, I'm
do you
pretty
go to the
good.
range?
I don't go to the range, but like, I think I get lucky shots.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
Have you shot it before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Of course. I shot my first gun when I was like 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, shout out Grace, she has had her gun license since she was like 13, but that's because they lived like up North Jersey, like in the woods, and they used to go hunting and shit.
Yeah. No, my uncle he had a little shotty, so when I spent the summer down there, he was like, try to aim at the tree. And then like my one little cousin who was like 50 pounds wet shot it and like flew back.
Oh yeah, with a shotgun. Yeah.
And
those
then
are
he
ill.
gave it to me, and then I
one.
shot it, and he was like, "Do it again." And I was like, Shh.
Exactly.
And it was just
that's
like,
what you need to keep at your house.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got. I'm not gonna ask.
Nope.
But that's the thing you want. It's a fucking shotgun. Hell yes.
Wanna know what's at my house? Wanna know what's at my house?
It's like a trivia game.
It is. So speaking of like musicals and stuff, where the fuck is Donda?
Bish.
Like, my
where
cousin.
Where the fuck is Donda?
Where the fuck is Donda?
There is no fucking Donda. All it is a fucking retreat of a listening party.
Where the fuck is Donda?
This is like the biggest
That's
scam
gonna be the
of
name
2021.
of the episode.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Donda? No.
Seriously, it should be because
no, seriously,
this is the biggest scam of 2021. Dead
it really
ass.
is, and I think he's going to just have like random concerts, and you're never going to actually get the physical album. It's just going to be you have to go see the show in order to hear the album.
Paid $10,000 to see
My
Kanye
cousin
West
went
lit
to,
on fire. He did?
No, she went to both of them. Yeah, she went to both of them. The first one she went to, she said it was pretty okay. It was pretty lit, and the second one
Did you say it was worth it?
No, not really. She just said it was like it was just Kanye, like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I already seen Kanye like 4 times, so I don't think I need to see him again.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I seen
Okay.
him a lot of times. He does give a good show.
Yeah.
I will say that he does give a good show, but
the second time, what'd she say?
the second time she went with her daughter, and it was her daughter's first concert, so she wanted to like
that's huge.
splurge out, but like she was like the shirts started at like $150 or some change like that. Like she was like, and they stood in line for like an hour and 45 minutes for the shirts. Yeah, she said it was like the second time around, it was like, all right, because she already knew what to expect, but like she was just like,
where is it?
This one was
because he's been living at the stadium, right?
Yeah,
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
Where is that? Atlanta or something?
There's one in Atlanta.
Chicago?
Well, she lives in Atlanta. Well, she lives near Atlanta. So,
okay, so she must have gone there. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, so she lives like maybe an hour, I think she says, away from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, she said it was not worth it at all. And then I tried to watch it Friday when I got the alert from Apple. When I got the alert
This
from
most
Apple.
recent.
Yeah, the most
listening
recent one with
Okay. So
the
ridiculous.
baby and Marilyn Manson and Kim in her wedding dress, and which I don't think they're ever going to get a divorce. It's just, publicity, because you know how the Kardashians work. But
Kim is a lover. Like, Kim really tries everything she can to make a relationship work, and I feel like she's going to be especially so because she has kids with him.
Well, I mean,
but it's not going to work. She was crying in the show, is talking about he's always moving, and I just can't live like that, and that's not a good life for kids to always be moving.
No,
She said he's
not.
always moving to a different state.
No, it's not. But I mean, Kim is a fame whore, so who else is like the perfect person for her than another fame whore?
Yeah.
I mean,
my man said, do you think that she made a pact with him that she would never show her body again? Because remember, that was like another thing in their relationship.
Definitely.
She couldn't be herself.
Definitely,
so
she definitely couldn't be herself. I mean, you can tell when Kanye had his hands all over her look.
Yeah. But you know how I feel? I still feel that Kim is his beard. I do.
We'll see. We'll see how that story unfolds.
Yeah.
Him and Drake are releasing the album at the same time.
That's another issue, because did you see that Kanye released Drake's address?
Yeah.
On Twitter or something like that?
But here's the thing. So everyone knows where Drake lives at anyway.
Okay. All right.
Because when you go to Canada or Toronto, he has security guards outside of his house.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Before you even get into on the corner, there's someone standing there.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So
it was
everyone
still dirty,
knows.
though.
No, it is. It was a low bump. But Drake.
Why would he do that?
Why Drake? Why is he shooting shots though? Why they got beef? Because the reason
why did they have beef in the first place? I forget.
The initial reason why he released his address is because of Drake's verse on Trippie Redd's song. He said something like, feeling like I'm 44 or 40 something, feeling like it's 44, 45, something. It was like a little dig, like 45, break it down, or overworked, or something that he said. But it was a shot at Kanye because he's 44, and he was like, 44, 45, like overworked or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a dig, like it's time for you to retire, dude.
It is.
If that's the case, it's time for Jay to retire. Jay's older than all of them.
But didn't he replace?
He replaced Jay-Z with the baby. Who the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Why the fuck would you?
Out of all the times.
Who would a baby have had that? I don't
exactly.
First off, did you hear that the baby released a remix to "It's a Whole Lot of Money" in this motherfucker, and you couldn't even hear the beat that he was rapping so hard that you couldn't even hear the beat, and it sounded like a whole totally different song.
Is that where he basically said too bad I already invested all my money and stuff? Yeah.
It's like my house was already paid for and everything. I don't know. The baby, he needs the Jesus.
I'm telling you, a lot of people canceled the baby. I just, and him lining up with Kanye, I'm sorry, that's not really...
Kanye just did it because his name is big and he needed to associate himself with the baby so that Donda...
Yeah, just more hype.
Yeah, that's all it was.
What about Marilyn Manson, though? He's been under the fucking...
He's been under the radar, but he's been charged with sexual harassment. We still know about you, Marilyn.
Right. And he's like an abuser or something.
Yeah. What about fucking Jeremey the other day?
What?
You didn't hear about it?
No.
Bitch, let me tell you. This man has been charged with like 23 accounts of like rape. Like, how are you raping?
Exactly. He's a whole porn star. You get mad pussy.
But wait, that's everybody's response is like, you're a porn star. Why are you doing this?
Why are you raping? Because he's ugly as fuck.
He is.
And short.
He is. And they just like him because his dick is big. That's average, honey.
Yeah, back in the day, he probably just had like the biggest dick for like a white guy.
For the white guy. And that's like, And now I came out the womb with that. They pulled me out by that. They pulled me out by that. Oh. We think he got his leg. Oh, nope. But like seriously.
Wow, that's sick.
And the youngest one was like 15.
There's really something wrong.
What do people get from like looking at little people, like young people?
They're fucked up in their... Yeah, it really is. It's just like... I feel like it must be a power thing because especially the fact that like, even with like Jeffrey Epstein and that whole shit with all those like powerful men, it's like powerful men that take advantage. And I feel like it must be a power thing of something vulnerable. It's just like so sick to me.
Listen,
I don't know.
If you're a porn star and you have to rape people to have sex, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Right.
You in the business of having sex.
Like you clearly have a sex addiction. For it. Exactly. Because if that's not enough, yeah.
You get paid for it.
Was this in his heyday or like?
No, this was they said this was from 2019 till now.
Oh, he's washed and nobody's trying to see him in a video anymore. So maybe he's like taking out his, not that it's okay. I mean, there's no excuse for it. I think that is Hennessy and tequila. Ooh, that was the water bottle. Yeah, it tastes like a little Henny, a little Casamigo. Henny Migos. Casasi. I like
Casasi. Yeah.
Casasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I called my best friend Cassie. So that's kind of
that's cute.
Yeah.
I like the name.
That's her slave name, though.
We are not doing that. 2021. No slave names.
That's what that. Well, back in the day, we used to like do accents or whatever.
Yeah.
So we used to do the African accent all the time. And
don't do this. My man's African.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to do that. We were like just like childish because like, my mom worked at a warehouse with like a whole bunch of like Africans and Polish people and like Mexicans. And one of the ladies' her name was Cassie. Her African name was Cassie, but her American name was Mary, I think her name was something like that.
Okay.
So, my best friend heard my mom talk about Cassie. And she's like, "What kind of name is Cassie? That's a weird name."
I like it.
I was like, "Her American name is Mary." She was like, "What?" And she just started just dying. So ever since then, I would just call her Cassie. Yeah. But yeah, then that's Henny and some Casamigos.
Nasty.
It went down pretty smooth. It wasn't too bad.
I don't think so. You were like, oh.
Because I wasn't expecting it. So it was like, it was a surprise. Like, where the fuck is Donda?
Where is Donda? Where the fuck is Donda?
You got to put your arms up.
Fuck Donda, honestly. I'm not even going to listen.
So let me tell you about this Instagram war, child, that I had this morning.
Yeah, please tell me.
It wasn't even like an Instagram war because I shut that shit down to the fact like, so someone posted something on, or That's So Bold posted about Megan Thee Stallion verse on BTS, and you know BTS is like a Korean pop.
Yeah.
So you know it's a little
Bubblegum. What the fuck is the song called?
Butter.
Oh yeah, Butter.
Bubblegum. So you know Korean K-pop is a little different than like our pop. I mean, it's still pop, but it's like
it sounds very like Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. Well, they're really like their K-pop is really American influence.
Right, exactly. Like the boy bands
boy
and girl
bands,
bands.
Jackson 5.
Just like I really like Black and Pink. That's another one. Or Blackpink.
Yeah,
Blackpink.
I don't know. See, we was having a discussion on Friday.
But it is appropriation slightly.
It really is. We was having a conversation about this on Friday, me and my coworker and I, and cause she was like, "Oh, I love Blackpink," and I'm like, "Oh, I've never really listened to their songs, like you know what I mean." So when she was like, "Oh, listen to," I forgot what song she said.
You gotta listen and watch the music videos.
Yeah.
At the same time.
So I was listening to one song and I was like, "See, I wouldn't think this was K-pop. I would think of it as K-hop."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know,
yeah.
And I said, when I think of K-pop, I think of like BTS, which is more like
yeah, very poppy. Yeah,
very like commercial.
Yeah.
But with them, when I was listening to it, it was very like hip hop inspired.
Like Danny Kane.
Yeah, very hip hop inspired. So I was just like, oh, I don't know if I really care too much for them. But then we listened to another group, Baby Metal, which was like Evanescence meets K-pop. So it was like
Evanescence.
Yeah, it was.
Said Evanescence.
Did I? It's the Hennessy ticket level.
Black people love Evanescence.
Yeah, they do.
Even if they don't like rock.
No, that's
they
their
like
go-to.
Yeah,
and no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we was listening to it, and so anyway, so Megan Thee Stallion released the song, the remix, to Butter, and they posted and they was like, "How are we feeling this verse? Like, is it replay worthy? Is it like, you know, are you listening to it one time and then that's it?" So I happened to comment like, "Oh, it's okay, but I prefer the one with Onika better." Onika being Nicki Minaj. Let's say her real last, Nicki Minaj. And you know it.
If you're gonna ask Enzo a question, be ready for a real answer. He's
no,
not gonna
honestly, and
tell you what you want to hear.
No, I'm not. So I said it's good, but I like the one with Onika better, and a lot of people happen to like that because it has like 300 likes on it, which I was like, oh, okay, this is
nice,
pretty cool. I wish I had put the review podcast.
Yeah. Only make comments from the review.
Right, I should because even with like.
But honestly, your icon for your personal page looks like the bad gal.
It does.
So that's why it's so funny.
It does, and you know what? I was at work one day and I was just like,
you have such a good image. No, you don't. Never change it.
I don't want to change it because it's me with my bun.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it's like a stick. It's like Rihanna's, but like a stick figure of
stick
Enzo.
figure with the bun.
And it looks exactly the same.
Except with
it's
Rihanna
so
has
cool.
the little flips. I have the bun. That's all it is.
I like it.
And I'm like, I want to change it, but then I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, it's fucking
never
cool.
change
Like
it.
it's fucking awesome. I'm not going to change it at all. Don't worry. But anyway, like so 300 people liked it, and then the one girl responded and she was like, "Oh, I feel the same way," and I just liked the comment because it wasn't like negative or anything. So then this other girl just commented on this post. The comment has been on the post for like 2 days already. So she comments like 10 minutes prior to me like coming here, and she's like,
Wait, you just had the argument now?
Yeah, like
okay.
And she's like, you guys are so negative. This wasn't even about her, and you guys are gonna bring all this negativity to this post. And I said to her, like, me stating what my preference was is not being negative. You coming to my post and saying what you said is being negative. Mm-hmm. Have a good day, sweetheart.
Ooh.
And that was it. It wasn't really a war, but then she just like responded back. No, you saying this? I said, listen, I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not one of those people. I'm not even going to sit here and like respond and block you because I want you to see what I have to say. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I said what I said, and that's it. And then she keeps like.
She wants the last word. Everybody
wants the last word, and I'm just like, Okay, so every time she says something, I'm like, smiley face.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I'm like, keep it positive.
Just put
like,
random emojis.
Yeah, that's
so great.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go back and forth. Like, don't be mad because you want to start something or you see something. Like, just because I said I like the one with Onika, but I didn't even say Nicki Minaj. So for the fact that you know who Onika is, which you should. I mean,
yeah, everyone should know. Yeah.
But like, still.
First of all, boo.
Yeah. And I went to her page, and her page is private. So like, and from
they always are, and
from
it's
her
always
little
like
circle, she looks crazy.
They always look crazy, and then their bio usually has something about God, like put God first, or like a prayer.
It did. It was like Psalms 25.
Yo,
or something
it always
like that.
is like always the shit talkers, always the psycho people with shit to say.
It's crazy. Jennifer Lewis responded to me the other day, though.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah. Did you see her post?
No, I didn't see it.
So it was the whole meme of the. It was that, right?
Oh.
Thing. And it was with her Blackest crew.
Okay.
And the one guy, Marcus Scribner, whatever his last name is, he has no rhythm. So the three people with rhythm are in the front, and he's in the background trying to like keep up. But you see, like he's messing up and everything. It's like so cute or whatever. So I'm like,
who's that? Is that the like oldest son?
The oldest son.
Okay. He's funny.
So I tagged him and I'm like, it's okay, Marcus, you did a good job. Like, and I did like the clapping emoji. I'm like, you did a good job, and she liked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yo, that's funny as hell.
Yo, that's dope. I'm so happy she liked it.
Yeah.
You always I told you, you're lucky with the stars. You got the interaction.
All the time.
But guess who else got a reaction? I did. From Lunel. Because if you follow our Instagram, as you should.
What's our Instagram?
At The Review Podcast.
Hold on, I got to get my Chris Brown on when you do it. Go ahead.
THEE Review Podcast.
And what's our...
It's on Instagram.
What's our email?
Our email is also at... Well, it's not at. It's the... it's the review podcast at gmail.com.
And where can they stream?
So you can listen to our full extended episodes because this YouTube video is going to be cut. You can listen to the rest of our episodes on Apple, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Anchor, on Google Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere where you get your podcasts. There's another thing that I don't think that anyone listens to, but those are the main ones and we're on that shit. Yeah, thank you for bringing it home. Wow.
Chris Brown once again has nothing on me.
So I recapped the reunion. I'll just jump into that first. For Joseline's Cabaret, and you watched the first. So they have different parters. So this was like part 1 of the reunion, and so it's gonna still watch part 2 because he didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that another time. But part 1 was bullshit. Basically, most of it. So Joseline came out performing. That was one.
Do it like it's my beat day.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure she sang that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she sang that one. So it was very interesting. Like, you've all seen reunion shows if you watch reality TV. And the whole first part was her coming out and performing. And she had like a little music video on there. So then she started and immediately she started coming for everybody. Sapphire thank you so much. Sapphire had just lost her baby daddy or something like that.
Oh.
And Joseline was being insensitive, saying, we're not talking about that shit today. And they got in an argument before they even came out on stage. So, like, it was basically like Lucky, Sapphire, and Natural were all like, oh no, it was like Lucky, Sapphire, and Big Lex were all in a team together, pissed off at Joseline because she was being a bitch to Sapphire, basically. Then Miss Natural was with the dreads, you know, the one that we said talk like this. She came out with her platinum wig, so she looked different and thickened out. She actually looked healthier, I think. I think she looked healthier. You saw part 1, didn't you? Oh, you didn't even see part 1?
I haven't watched it.
Well, part 1...
I was waiting for part 2 so I can just, like...
watch the whole thing. Well, part 1, it's, like, really not nothing. Because they were arguing the whole time, so it was, like, a big lead-up. Like, half the episode is just, like, all the background drama going on. Then they get on stage. Joseline walks off because Miss Natural is, like, kind of being a bitch to her also because she's like, you're not about to tell me, like, what to do. And, you know, she, like, Joseline started coming at her. Joseline also came at... oh, you know what? This may be in the second one, so I won't say that. But, yeah, the first one was just her being mad at Miss Natural and walking off the stage and not wanting to be on the stage with Miss Natural. And Lunel was not for the shits. She was like, what the fuck is this? Joseline, get your ass on stage. And she's like, obviously, Joseline wants all the attention. Lunel immediately said, you know, as they're, like, everyone's telling their story and stuff like that, Lunel is saying, well... we're on the stage with a bunch of hoes and prostitutes and strippers. This is who we're dealing with. And she was just keeping it real. And then she got so much shit for it. And then I caught an IG Live of Lunel on with the producers, like executive producers of Zeus. And they're like coming at her basically saying like, you got to recognize your audience. You got to recognize who you're talking to, and how they take it is how they take it, and stuff like that. And Lunel was like, I didn't say nothing but the truth. She was like, you want me to speak the truth?
Nobody doesn't already know.
Yeah. And so I was recapping all this shit, and I basically was like, this was after I had watched the IG Live. The IG Live made me watch the reunion because I was like, what the fuck? So basically, the Zeus executive producer is basically telling her, like, look, we invited you on there to do a job, and we just want to keep things professional, and, you know, don't offend our girls and our host and stuff like that. And Luna was like, I never said anything offensive. So I went on, and I was like, let me do some investigation. And then, so I went on, and and I was like, Lunel ain't said nothing but the truth. Yeah. So I was making my little stories, and Lunel said, oh, my God, thank you. And so Lunel wrote to us. Okay? And I still stand by what the fuck I said. Lunel was just speaking the fucking truth. Because they are all, was it a lie? Was it all a lie? From the little clip
that I've seen that was circulating around the internet, or mostly Instagram, not so much the internet, she didn't say anything too much wrong.
She literally, she couldn't really say anything because nothing was happening because they were trying to get everyone to stay on stage. Joseline basically said, I'm not going to be on stage with her. Get her off the fucking stage. I'm not going to sit here with her.
As much as I love Joseline, she was probably chaotic. High. She was probably high.
Listen, let me tell you something. When you watch this shit, you're definitely going to think she was like coked up because I for sure thought she was coked up. She had like coke energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
remember she had coke energy before and she beat everyone's ass on Love and Hip Hop?
Okay, so watch this.
Okay. We will come back.
Yeah, we'll report back to you.
Yeah, because I will watch it this week. And, because I've been watching Love and Hip Hop. And this season, I didn't watch the family reunion, which was like, I guess, all of the Love and Hip Hops together.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch that one because I didn't think that it was going to be like interesting.
That was like a special?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I just thought it was like one of those like one-off things, and I was just like, you know, just ignoring it. But Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this year is weird. It's not.
Why you
not
say that?
Weird. Because you have the interactions with, like, they talk about Sukihana and her OnlyFans situation, which we'll talk about OnlyFans stopping all of its pornography.
So what's up with her? Is that what she's dealing with?
Well, her manager is like, we're trying to figure out a way to promote you, but because your OnlyFans and, you know, has made you bigger than what has made a lane for you that hasn't been there, we don't want your only lane to be sex, basically.
Okay, fair.
And she's like, well, I understand, but like, I want to give my man who I've been married to a year, I want to give him a baby, so I want to have a baby. And they're like, this is not the time for you to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have that storyline. Then you have Spice's storyline with her album coming out, which is a really good album. Go stream it. It's called 10. I want to say my favorite songs on there is probably Send It Up and You Don't Care For Me No More. Yeah, because it has that old school Jamaican feel, rhythm, and Fit. I put it on my profile the other day. But anyway,
Yeah.
as that storyline, and then you have Carly and her daughter trying to like
Rekindle,
which if I had watched the family reunion, would have known about that. But now it's talking about her rekindling with her daughter, and then Lamar Odom is on there.
Because he fucks with Carly Red?
Right.
How's that? Because he's a hot mess. Let's be real.
He is a hot mess. He's only been on one episode so far. So,
He was just commenting on Chloe's picture the other day.
really,
Like, maybe a month ago. Or 2 months ago. Because
Chloe.
then Tristan Thompson was coming at him like,
yo, I'm not.
you could get fucked up.
I don't even care about them anymore. I really don't. I'm so over them. But this, I mean, I don't know. Love and Hip Hop is not, like, it's good. Like, you have your OG characters like Rashida and whatever, but like.
Is she still with Kurt?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hate him, honestly.
Really? Why?
Yes. He's such a douche, but he's like a little slimy, sneaky motherfucker. Like, and she's too good for him, honestly.
Yeah.
She's
well,
like, I feel like she has it all together. She's a great mom. She has her shit together. She's focused, and he's still running around like a little boy, and she always gotta like
not anymore.
Be there to clean up
not
the mess.
Anymore.
He seems so irresponsible.
They've been pretty good lately.
Yeah.
They've been pretty
Okay.
like focused.
Well, he's still trash.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he's trash. I hate him.
then you have Scrappy and Bambi.
Yeah,
and
they're kind of cute. Even though
they're getting divorced.
Scrappy, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Bambi's too good for Scrappy, also.
That I will agree with.
So is Erica. Like Scrappy,
Yeah.
all the men on this show are like little boys.
No,
like
they are.
Safari, and I saw a clip of Safari and Erica.
That whole situation
He is so trash.
He's immature.
He is so immature, so trash. Like, I feel, I usually don't feel bad for Erica because she's so chaotic and shit. But I really do feel bad for her. She's really just she genuinely loved him.
Right.
And she's like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like she's been duped, but we all knew this shit was not going to work out.
Listen, the nigga wore a jean vest.
A jean vest to what? Like, just in general?
You never saw that meme? That whole
I saw where he was like crying about getting robbed, and that shit was
No.
funny to me.
So-
because you want to walk around the hood in some like fur and with your jewelry all on and
Yeah.
expect not to get robbed.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was an E special. I think it was one of Nicki Minaj's docu-series specials, and she was getting late, and he was like, "Hurry up, let's go," and she was like, "You add like 3 minutes to me being an hour late. So what's the difference?" Like, And then he was like, "That jacket that you have on is ugly." She was like, "What are you talking about? This jacket that I have on is fine. All the women are gonna love this jacket. Like, no one's gonna listen to you. You wore jean vests."
first of all, don't ever come for her because I would never want to come for Nikki.
No, I have
she always
to-
got something in the pocket.
No, she always,
Yeah,
always
yeah. I would never come
quick
for her.
with it. But
Yeah.
that's what she said. She was like, "Well, you have a jean vest." She was like, "No, who's gonna listen to you? You wore a jean vest."
That's like, yeah.
And that's like,
It's basically the equivalent of like wearing a visor.
no.
Even visors are almost better because they're like coming back.
I'm about to say you can get away with like a nice visor.
Yeah,
like
but
especially if it's like a designer or something.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a regular, like Adidas visor.
Okay. No,
It's like wearing, what is it equivalent of? What is it an equivalent of? It's like the equivalent of like
jean
khaki, like, or jorts.
The
jean
fuck?
shorts.
Jean shorts.
But you wear cute jean shorts. It's not.
I'm about to say I wear jean
Yeah,
shorts
I
all the
know,
time.
but that's not what I'm talking about.
I've never heard them called jorts before. I'm
Yeah,
still
they're
stuck
jorts.
on that.
Yeah, they're jorts.
I thought you meant like the squirts.
Okay, you know what we could talk? You know what? They're as bad as those. Remember, they weren't quite capris. But remember back in the day, those long ass shorts that were basically capris and they were wide as fuck?
They
almost look like high waters.
I've never.
But they were capris. Do you remember?
Never wore those. Because they looked fucking funny.
Yeah.
They looked fucking funny. First of all, I have these long dancer legs. And like.
Imagine
how much fabric was on those. Imagine how fucking heavy those shorts were.
Exactly.
Like.
You remember those days?
No, that's why I didn't wear those. What was that one pair of jeans? The ones that everyone wore that had all those pockets. All the guys wore the what is it? The Mishi goggles or what was they called? What was it? I forgot what they was called. But they had like they were so baggy and so like
Amichis. Why am I thinking of Amici? No, they weren't Amichis. No. I have to find the picture and show you. But they were like so much material. And I'm like, these jeans are just like so heavy to put on. They're like 15 pounds. Yo, it's so good.
They was probably bulletproof. I mean, seriously. They were so thick. I wear jeans now and I'm like.
Stitching?
I wear jeans now that stretch and I'm like, wow.
How light?
So light. It's like a second skin. They would not protect me from a bullet, but the other ones would. Like the heavy jean, the heavy denim.
Yeah.
That's
such a time. Such a time.
And I'm like, and I want to get a pair of baggy jeans now because that's like the look.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like.
I know. You know what? You know what's really weird? When you know you're old when like the style comes back around to what you wore when you were younger.
Yeah.
And like now when the 90s revival came back and it was like chokers and like all these 90s tops and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this is okay. Like it still felt weird because we lived in the 90s and we wore all that shit and it was coming back, but it was like fun for us.
Yeah,
but now
like
that the early
9.
2000s is coming back, I feel like I can't wear that shit as a 30-year-old.
Next thing you know,
I look young and it's like I'm trying too hard at this point.
Right.
Because I lived it and also I don't really want to go back
and you know how
there.
to originally put it together.
I know how to originally put it together and it's annoying watching them thinking that they know like, oh, this is the early 2000s.
But then when
it's
you
like actually our outfits were influenced by the 70s. Like when we had flares and those little like you know, like slutty tops.
The stretchy material, the one size fits all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely early 2000s. That's the stretchy material, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not wearing those baggy. I mean, I will wear those baggy jeans, but not with the heavy ass material.
The double, triple XL
yeah, I'm not
white
doing
tees.
That. I'm not doing that. Well, first off, I was already triple XL, and I had to get like a 6XL because I was already a triple XL. And so it was just like a whole bunch of even more material.
Yeah.
And it was like.
Do you remember when sweatbands like and wristbands?
I used to wear.
And the jerseys were worn backwards.
Yeah.
Like crisscross. Yeah. And see, that was like a revival.
Yeah, I did the crisscross thing.
And you said you had your hair like what?
I had the rat titties.
I'm sorry, what?
The rat titties.
I don't
They're like when you just part them and you just like you don't have enough hair to like braid, but you have like enough hair to put it in like a little ponytail.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That's what I call rat titties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, everybody had cornrows.
Yeah.
Straight backs.
I had a rat tail.
When did you have a rat tail?
When I was like 6 or 7, 8 and 9. It was pretty long.
That was the thing back
in the 90s. That was the thing, and then I was mad because my cousin, he used to like be a barber on the side, and he cut it off by accident because he was like
he cut it off by
accident.
You don't
and he was
cut
like,
off a rat tail
oh, I didn't realize.
To get rid of that shit.
No, I know what he was doing because he was like, because I had a little box fade or whatever, and then I had like the little rat tail in the back.
You look like Rufio on Hook. or something like that. Oh no, Rufio had mad long hair. Why do I think that was from Hook? I feel like rat tails were in Hook, wasn't it? Remember? Did you see Hook? You never saw Hook? You never saw Hook?
With Robin Williams, right?
Yeah. And Rufio.
Yeah,
Rufio.
I've seen it, but I don't think it stuck with me. I don't think it was one of those movies.
I feel like we watched that in after school like 10,000 times.
Listen.
And we watched Miss Doubtfire.
Miss Doubtfire, I can remember. Like, the movie has to...
Sound of Music.
It has to have something to stick with me. Hook, I don't know why. I probably prefer the original Peter Pan. Like, the live action... Dennis the Menace, I remember when Mr. Wilson and the chiclets.
Yeah, the chiclets.
Yeah. And his teeth. I do remember that. Dennis the Menace was bad because I used to be called Dennis the Menace. But he was bad though. But I used to love Dennis the Menace. Movies back then, they actually were like so cheap and sappy, but like
so good.
So good.
Yeah, I would still show my kids that.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's part of like your growing up. Like there's certain movies that they have to watch. Like if I ever have kids, there's certain movies they have to watch. That it's just gonna be a staple. They have
like
to.
Like what?
Child's Play.
Chucky?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're gonna show your kids that?
Yeah, listen.
Like when they're teenagers.
No, I'm gonna show them when I was. The fuck? When I saw it, I saw Child's Play when I was like 6 or 7, and yes, it scared the hell out of me. 6 or 7? Yes.
Oh my God!
I saw it when it first came out.
That is scary.
It was scary, but you know what? It was so good for me that it brought me to like I don't know. Make me feel like I was so afraid of Chucky, and then like I realized that I can just kick his little ass.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like, you know,
I don't know.
But
I think it's kind of funny.
But like he was actually kind of nimble to be like a little 3-foot doll. He was.
Did you watch? I watched Poltergeist. Probably when
Poltergeist
I was like
did not scare me.
Around 8. I was scared.
That did not scare me at all.
Well, when did you watch it? How old were you?
Probably like in the same period. Like I was exposed to horror films early.
Yeah, like, I was too because do you remember Pinhead?
Yes.
That shit. I walked downstairs on Pinhead. That shit scared the fuck out of me.
That did not scare me. I just was, why has he got all these pins in his head?
No, that shit scared me.
Mm-hmm. And then my cousin was like, oh, that's just Hellraiser.
The Leprechaun?
Leprechaun didn't scare me.
Fucked up.
The first one creeped me out, but it didn't scare me.
Okay. No, that shit scared me.
No, it didn't scare me.
I watched Jeepers Creepers as a teenager. Mm-hmm. That was the scariest movie I've ever seen in my life. That didn't scare me at all. More than The Exorcism, Jeepers Creepers, I couldn't finish.
Yeah, no. I think I'm just so desensitized at a certain age that just was like.
What was your scariest movie? Were you scared of The Ring when it came out?
No.
Or I bet you were laughing.
I was.
It was kind of funny.
I was.
It was so iconic. Were you afraid of? Did you ever see Emily Rose?
I did.
That Exorcism
and you know what?
Emily Rose was
like
scary as fuck.
That's when we had like 5 exorcism movies that year.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
And each one of them I loved because I was like, ooh, this is like real life. This is like real life.
That's why to this day, after Exorcism of Emily Rose, I really cannot watch exorcism movies because it's too real.
But wasn't it like
I'm afraid that the
partially like her like being crazy?
She was possessed.
But wasn't like part of it like she was actually crazy as well? Like that's why it was so like controversial, because it was like you had the whole like religious side of it, but then you also had like the actual psychology side or psychological side of it.
I thought it was that they were trying to say she was crazy, but she wasn't, because she was weird and like awkward to herself, but she was actually possessed.
But then they were saying that she was also doing shit to herself to get attention.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it was like,
oh, it was such a good movie.
It really was a good movie. It really was.
How do you feel about Candyman coming out? I'm so excited. Did you see the original one? That was the original one. Was scary.
Candyman.
You have to do it in a mirror.
We're looking at ourselves.
Well, I don't want him to come.
He's I might want him to come.
What about Elm Street?
Oh, Freddy?
Yes.
No, he didn't really scare me. Freddy didn't scare me.
That idea of you dreaming and not being able to get out of your dream, that is terrifying.
No, it didn't scare me because...
Nightmare on Elm Street, that's what it is.
Yeah. No, he didn't scare me because after a while, I thought he was funny. And I was like, this man is really funny.
Okay.
He's not like...
Did anything scare you?
No, not really. No. Because I also had the mentality that it was fake.
Okay.
So
you were smart.
like...
You were always too smart.
Yeah, I always was like, this is fake. But then I guess that's why I ended up loving like the whole like possessed films or like I guess like extracurricular.
Yeah.
Extracurricular movies scare the hell out of me. No. Like the
like ghost
shit.
stuff?
Yeah, that's why I was so like obsessed with them because I was like, I guess the only movie that really made me like aware was probably Final Destination because at that time I was starting to come to terms with myself being connected to the universe and noticing like, well, I am having deja vu a lot.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? So I guess that's where it kind of hit home, where it was like, oh, well, I do envision these things and like they do seem to come into action, but like never to that extent, like, you know what I mean, where it's like, well, this person's gonna die next, or like, you know what I'm saying. And then
were you afraid of like your thoughts, like you were gonna manifest some shit that...
I was afraid to tell people because I didn't want them to be like,
yeah,
oh, he's weird, even though I was already weird, like, you know. And the only other movie that probably registered as well was Paranormal Activity. And I think it was only because when I was watching the movie, I remember focusing down the hallway, trying to expect something to come from that hallway. And it was never... Like, the reason why Paranormal Activity worked because it was so minimalistic that we created our own monster.
Yes.
And I think that's what worked.
Yes.
Same thing with The Invisible Man.
Yeah. Oh, The Invisible Man was so scary. Yes. It was so good.
Well, for me, it wasn't scary, but it was really good.
Yeah.
But it scared.
It
scared my my friend Jose. Like, it scared him a couple times, and I know a movie is scary and good if Jose screams in the movie theater. If he doesn't scream in the movie theater, I know it's not worth it. But if he screams, then I'm like, okay, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
And he screamed like maybe 3 or 4 times in that movie, and it was just like, even though nothing was there, you just was waiting for something.
Exactly.
The tension.
Yeah, and the music.
Right. So I think for Paranormal Activity, just me staring down that hallway, trying to expect something to come from there.
Exactly. The anticipation.
Yeah. I think that's what got me. And then the fact that it was the whole found footage thing, like, you know, like, did this really happen?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah.
It's like Blair Witch Project didn't get me, even though
Blair Witch Project was such a fucking joke.
Yeah,
wow.
it was.
It was way overhyped. Do you remember?
It was. It really was. But Paranormal, when she was standing over top of him, like for like 3 or 4 hours, just going like this.
Oh my
like,
God!
when
Stop.
I went,
I got chills. I'm so scared. Yeah, seriously.
Like when I went home that night, I couldn't sleep because I thought someone was going like this over top of me, and I was just like, not like going like that over top of it, but I guess just like being in the dark, like, you know what I mean? And it was just like
ghosts and possession, devil shit.
That gets you.
Nope. Yeah, I'm not fucking with it. Because I feel like if you're fucking with spiritual shit in the movies, like, why could that not come out through the TV? That's how I feel. If we're talking about serial killer, the only other thing is that scared me that's not on that level is Saw. Because I think that someone could be that psychotic to put someone through that.
Saw was more gruesome, though.
See, Saw, I was like, someone's going to look at this and think this is a great idea.
And they probably already have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what fucks me up about Saw.
It probably already has.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucked up people out there.
Exactly.
Dressed in pig's masks.
Exactly. And just wanting to torture people.
Taking pictures of people.
Yeah, torture people, put them through these like tests. Mm-hmm. That's what really fucked me up. But speaking of Drake.
Do you think that you can do it?
No, I don't even want to. Honestly, I would be like, kill me now, honestly. Really? Yes, I'm not going through all this shit for anybody. I think I'm such a fighter
that I would try my best.
Like saw off my own leg? No, just
yes, if that's what I have to do, you know what? I'm gonna saw off my leg, and I'm gonna get a prosthetic leg, hopefully created by.
There's no way I'd be able to do that shit. Actually, I probably could. Honestly, I'm very determined
to survive.
And like when there is an emergency situation, I do kick into nurse mode, so I probably could, and I probably would do it to survive. But just thinking about it, thinking about it makes me just want to give up, because watching it is horrible, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just put me out of my misery. Yeah. I'm not trying, because at the end of the day, my life is never going to be the same. I'm going to be fucking traumatized. I'm not going to have a leg.
But when you look at not having a leg, you wouldn't be doing, because obviously these people are told what their error was before the game starts. So it would have been like, Chuck, do you want to play a game?
Yeah, I knew you were going to do the voice. I'm so scared.
You have been walking around
so perfect.
Thinking that you are the hot chick. But you know what? I have something for you. Little do you know, there's a bomb implanted in your ear. You have to cut off your right arm and feed it to your neighbor.
Exactly. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you. Come squeeze me between a wall with nails on it. I'm done. Donezo.
Goodbye.
Terrifying. Is there like a very scary... Did you ever have a very scary or ghost encounter?
I've had a couple ghost encounters.
You did?
Yes. My last house was... possessed.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, tell me about it. I love ghost stories.
It wasn't possessed like to the fact where we needed like exorcism or something like that, but my street where we lived at in Lawrence was a controversial street. The house that we lived in had a lot of back passages, because it was like, I guess, like a slave house or like a quarters house or something. I'm not sure what you would really call it, because it was in the North and slavery really wasn't like.
Well, in Jersey, like we did have a lot of colonial homes. Like we have a lot of colonial homes. Yeah.
So, but it had a lot of passageways. So basically, I lived in this big house that was split down the middle.
When you say passageways, you mean paths, like through the woods?
No, like if I was in the basement, I could go.
So it's like a slave,
kind of like
the slave
like
entrance,
back
and
entrance.
then the main entrance.
Yeah, like you had it was like Clue. Like, you know how I remember Clue, how they had those little passageways. Like it was like, now we're in the
Yeah.
It was like that a little bit, but it was split down the middle.
Interesting. That's
so
pretty
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it's cool, but like not.
Yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember this one story. I remember washing dishes and putting, drying the dishes and putting them in the drainer. Okay. And like I always used to stay up late. I still stay up late, and like the witching hour was like 3:00 or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I used to like stay up. I still stay up late like that, and everyone in the house would just go to bed, and it's just usually me up till like 2-3 o'clock watching movies till I get tired and like go to sleep or whatever. So I was watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
which I never watched.
The movie?
I hated Buffy.
Really?
Yeah, deadass.
Not the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show.
I'm talking about the movie.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a difference, right?
No, I didn't watch that either because I must have thought it was related to the TV show.
No, it's not related. Why not?
I wasn't into it.
The TV show was fucking awesome. The video game wasn't as good, but
I wasn't into it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I liked like cool witches. I didn't like bad witches.
Well, she wasn't a witch. She was a vampire slayer.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know, something about it. Maybe I was scared.
You were thinking of Melissa Joan Hart because
exactly.
She was
that's
Sabrina.
what I love. Yeah, I loved Sabrina. Yeah. That's where I was at. No. Sabrina, Clueless. Like I like fun.
But
like,
Melissa Joan
stuff.
Hart wasn't Buffy. That was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, it was yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, so I was watching the movie, and I hear like a crash, a smash, or like you ever
like a dish?
Yeah, like you ever like open your spoons drawers really fast, and you hear like the spoons rattle, or whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, it makes me want to cry. Okay,
You gonna cry? Why?
Out of fear.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't say anything, but where the fuck is Donda? So I go in the kitchen, and I'm like, what the fuck is this noise? And I go in the kitchen, and I flick open the light, and all of the knives are on the floor.
No, bye.
And I was like, I could have sworn I put these away. Like, I know I put these away.
I'm gonna cry.
And yeah, it wasn't there. So then I put them away, and I went back to watch my movie. Like, it was
That
nothing.
was it?
That was it. And then like the next day, like maybe not the next day, but like a couple weeks later, like my neighbor, like we were talking about ghosts or whatever on the bus, and I said, well, I think I had an experience, and I told her the experience. She was like, oh yeah, that sounds like you had one. She was like, there's a lot of ghosts on our streets and stuff like that. Like there's this lady who screams bloody murder, like in the middle of the street at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and like she just runs down the street screaming. And I was like, I don't believe you. Like, I'm just like white people shit. Like, you know, like I don't believe you. Like, you're crazy. Like, your family is crazy. We're known for your family to be crazy. Like, you know, so.
Oh, is that a fact? At that time? Yeah.
Because her dad used to talk to butterflies.
Okay.
But now that like I guess am like spiritual and into the connections and stuff like that, I'm like, maybe they wasn't really too far off. Like, you know, like what I'm saying?
Maybe they were more like open.
Right. Maybe he was talking to these butterflies because, you know, because like when my dad died, for 2 years straight, I kept seeing this black butterfly with blue wings, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I kept thinking it was
like
my dad.
When you're attracted to like
right.
When you start noticing shit and you're like focused.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Every time I'm on my porch smoking, this black butterfly comes down.
Exactly.
And like, honestly, I'll show you the pictures because it's in my old iPod Touch. Mm-hmm. I took the pictures of this black butterfly, and I will get like so close to it.
That's what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to like, it would be right here, and I was able to like zoom in and count how many dots it had on its back. Mm-hmm. Like that's how close I was able to get.
That's an encounter. Yeah,
definitely. So so I didn't believe her about the lady screaming until I heard the lady screaming.
Stop.
No, dead ass.
I don't mean stop.
I heard the lady
I'm
screaming. I walked up the stairs, and
oh my god,
I just heard this.
Okay, I will say something. Lawrence does have foxes, and we do have rabbits. And rabbits make a screaming. Like, I called the cops one time because a rabbit was being killed across the street. Or it may have been cat mating season because cats make the same fucked up noise.
No, this wasn't the cat.
But, like, when a rabbit gets killed, it makes a noise like where it sounds like someone is being raped. Like a woman being raped.
I know. This was not that. I can.
Or a fox or some shit like that. I don't know.
I don't think this was that because I'm going to tell you 2 stories and how they connect to each other.
Oh my god. Okay, tell me. I'm so
excited. My story was I heard the lady screaming, and I'm like, I woke up and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this noise? Mm-hmm. Like, and my mom's room was like across the hall from mine. And
Did she wake up too?
She didn't wake up. She didn't hear it at all. But like I woke up and I was like, what the fuck is this noise? And I'm like, I need to figure out what this noise is. So like, and I just hear it, and when I heard it, it just sounded like it was going. Like, you know, like
running. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then I'm like, I don't know what this noise is, but every time I looked outside, I didn't see anything.
Okay.
But I heard it.
Okay.
So I'm just like, and it was going from like,
oh god, I'm so freaked
maybe
out.
from like 4 to like 4:30, like like sporadically.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. It was just like random time. Mm-hmm. After 4:30, you didn't hear it anymore. Mm-hmm. I heard it again, same time between 4 and 4:30. This was like a year later. Mm-hmm. and it's always in the summertime. Always in the summertime. And that's when I heard it again, and I was like,
see, that's when the rabbits are out.
okay. She thinks it's the rabbits. She thinks it's the rabbits, but listen to this story here, Mary Jane. Let me tell you this. So my mother wakes up, and she goes to the bathroom at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. There's a window in our bathroom that looks directly onto the street.
Okay.
Okay. So she says she walks in, and obviously when you're used to your house, I don't know about you, do you turn the light on when you go use the bathroom?
Sometimes.
When you're asleep?
Sometimes.
Okay. For me, I don't have to turn it on. I just know where everything is at.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
so
I could just
understand.
lift it up, lean a little forward so I don't pee everywhere.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and just pee basically.
Yep.
So my mother, she said she woke up, she went to the bathroom, and she was walking in the bathroom, and she looked in the window. Now, there's a window here before you sit down to use the toilet. She looked in the window. It was this dog-like figure looking at her.
Bye. Oh my God.
She said it was this dog-like figure looking at her.
From the street?
From the street.
Oh my God, I want to cry. Okay.
And
okay.
she said she looked, and she just thought it was like a regular dog. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So she said she looked, and she sat down and went to the bathroom, and she heard, and she kept hearing that. So she got up after she, finished washing her hands or whatever, and she got up and
it wasn't a fox.
It wasn't a fox.
Okay.
She says it wasn't a fox because she said it was blurry, and she said that when the first time she looked at it, she felt like it wasn't looking at, like it was looking in the direction. Like, you can kind of like misread something. You're like, oh, why are you looking at me? I'm not really looking at you. I'm looking in your area, but I'm not looking at you.
Yeah.
So that's what she thought the first time.
Okay.
But the second time when she stood up after like she washed her hands and stuff like that, she saw it again and it was definitely looking at her.
Yeah.
She said so she went to her room to get a better view of it, and she said like from my mom's bathroom to her bedroom, it wasn't that far walk at all. Like it really was like, leave the room, it's a panel, and then it's her room. And she went to look again, and it was gone.
Oh my God.
She said it was completely gone. And
why do I feel like I hear a dog? Okay. Outside. So scary.
Yeah, and that's when she, like, the next morning, she woke up, she was like, I saw this crazy thing out there. She was like, I don't know what it, but when she saw it, she started praying, like, because my mother's a religious lady.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't know what it was, but she was like, but I kept hearing, like, this lady, like, screaming, like, it sounded like she was, like, getting murdered. And I was like, oh, I've heard that all the time. I've heard it for the last 2 summers, and I've been telling you about that. And she was like, no. I was like, I've been telling you about this noise.
Did you have a lot of woods by you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I called the cops one time. And I was like, honestly, it sounded like a woman was screaming across the street. And my dad, who's an environmentalist and stuff, he told me that it's like it's like rabbits being killed by foxes, or foxes make that noise or some shit like that. And they legit sound like a woman screaming. You can Google it.
I have.
Yeah.
I have to verify that if it was, but
it's a different
it didn't sound.
Oh my God.
It was more of a curdling sound. Like someone was actually being like
I thought someone was being raped in the woods. That's why I called the police.
Yeah. No, it could have been like La Llorona. It could have been like her. Like
Llorona.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crier.
Yeah.
Oh
like
my God.
because she missed her kids. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Or like,
isn't there a scary movie coming out like that?
No, it already came out.
It did?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
The Curse of La Llorona.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, I want to see
it.
that.
I enjoyed it.
I will watch it.
The ending, I wasn't too happy about that, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will watch it.
It was good. I don't know what that thing was, but my neighbor said that she's heard it before, and they lived on that street maybe about 5 years prior to us living on the street.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the fact that your fucking knives were on the floor is enough for me. That's definitely a tell of like a ghost.
And then I used to hear like footsteps. Like our top 2 steps in our old house was really creaky. So if you heard someone step on them, you heard the creak. Like you heard it. Like that's how you know someone was coming up the stairs. and I would hear the top two steps creak all night, like they would creak, and I'd be like, oh, like late, like it could be like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Three's Company is on, and everyone in the house is knocked out. Yeah, everyone in the house is knocked out, and I'm sitting there like, watching TV, and I just hear creak, creak, and I'm like, okay.
Yo, I know, because my parents' house, like, they asked me to. So, like, my friends always, like, and my cousins and stuff like that, they were always, like, freaked out about being at my parents' house. Mm-hmm. But I was used to it. You know what I'm saying? And when you live there, you do get used to, like, all the noises and shit. I go back recently to babysit my parents' dog. And, like, this year and last year, I'm so not used to the sounds anymore. And, like, when you're downstairs, it sounds like someone's walking up and down the hallway upstairs.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
So scary.
I was at work and I heard footsteps, and one of my coworkers told me that one of the ladies died because they used to drink at my job.
Who?
Like at my job, they used to drink while working.
Oh, yeah, because that's how it used to be back in the day, like Mad Men.
And one of the ladies got in a car accident from leaving there.
Wow.
Yeah, and they say that her spirit hunts the job because her boss didn't go to her funeral. Yeah. So one day I was at work, and I went to work on a Saturday, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning because I was only going to work from 6 to 3. And it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was only me and another guy there. And I was sitting there in my cubicle, and I heard footsteps like walking down the hall, and I popped up and I was like, okay. And I thought maybe it was the new guy, like the other guy walking in, like, because he was telling me that he was only going to be there till like 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So I was like, maybe he's finished his stuff and maybe he's just letting me know that he's leaving early or something like that. No. So I went back to work, went back to playing I was watching TV at the time. Well, not TV, but like listening to like whatever I was watching and working at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, I hear the footsteps again, and then I see the light flicker on. Mm-mm. This was like maybe 12:30 in the afternoon now. And I see the light flicker on, and I'm like, okay, maybe someone else came in for the day, to work temporarily, because I work in a chemistry lab, so we have animals on site, so it's like we constantly have someone there coming in and out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I said, okay. So then it was like 1:30, and I heard like someone was running, like.
See?
And then the lights flipped on, and I popped up, and I was like, hello? I said, hello? And I looked around like that, and I said, oh, nah. Clocked out. I'm dead ass. I clocked out. I was supposed to stay till 3. It was like 1:45, almost 2. Said, fuck that other hour. Yep. I clocked out, and I paged on the intercom. I said, I'm leaving. If you in here, lock up. And that's exactly what I said. I'm leaving. If you in here, lock up.
Who were you talking to, the ghost?
I was talking to whoever was in the building at the time, because I did not want to put the code on. I was not going out. Listen.
Because I'm afraid of, like, if you talk to the ghost, because, like, my cousin had a ghost in her house, and the light would flicker on, and she like, named her ghost, like, Eddie or something. Mm-hmm. She'd be like, oh, yeah, that's just Eddie. And I was just like, please don't talk to Eddie. Mm-hmm. Like.
Mm-hmm. No, I was not engaging. I was just, in case if it was someone, because my job is big, so we have actual, like, different labs and stuff. Yeah. So, like, if someone actually did come in, they wouldn't have known that I wasn't there, that I was there. Only way that they would have known is by seeing my car.
Okay.
So if they didn't see my car out there, then, if I'm coming there at 6 o'clock, I don't know who's came in at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or whatever. Mm-hmm. I won't know that until I leave.
Right.
So, but if it's just me there, I'm supposed to put the alarm on. Okay. So I had to go past the area that was running, where I heard the footsteps running. Oh my God. So I had to go past that area and put the alarm on, and then go out the door. So I'm like, you know what? It's not my responsibility today.
Someone is here.
And if they wasn't, they would have been there somehow. Yeah. So I said, clock out. I'm leaving. If you ain't here, lock up when you leave. And what did I do? I walked out the other way, down the steps to the door, and got in my car and left. And that was it. And then I told my boss that Monday, I was like, I heard footsteps. And she was like, oh, I hear that all the time. And I was like, she was like, there's nights where I'm in here till like 6 and 7 o'clock at night, and I hear footsteps, or I hear something, or I'll see like, I hear a smash, or I hear like lights will flicker or something. And I'm like, and then she told me the story, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. And I was like, that must be it.
Are you not afraid?
No.
I don't even want to like think.
I'm not afraid because
of it.
They only can engage if you allow them to engage.
Right. So that's what I think. If you like,
but they
are
will
not
show,
afraid, I feel like they'll be like, oh, he's cool. Like, let's talk.
No, they will show signs of like that they want to engage with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're like not scared, then you're like opening yourself up to it.
I'm not scared, but I'm not opening myself to it.
Okay, you're just like, nope.
I'm just respectful in that moment. Like, listen, I'm in here trying to do what I gotta do.
Like, you do you, I'm gonna do me.
Okay. Me. You know, if something is coming to harm me, then nigga, you let me know.
Yeah.
Give me a sign. And, you know, maybe I can try to communicate a lost one to you.
Yeah, like whatever you need, I'm just here.
Something.
Yeah.
But like, no. I'm not going to engage. Open that portal. Yeah. I mean, I have done a Ouija board before.
I was gonna say Anthony, who we had on here. Mm-hmm. Go back and watch if you want. But yeah, he told me he used to do Ouijas all the time. Mm. And I was like, I'm not doing a Ouija with you. I'm not trying to open up something that I don't know how to close.
Right. And I don't think we closed it.
Okay. Tell it.
I don't think we closed it. Well, it was just nothing really to tell. It's just like we was in the Village. I'm pretty sure you know where that is. Yeah. So shout out to Village.
Shout out to the Ville.
We was there and we was drinking one night, and one of the, I want to say where was we at? We was in the Ville, but I forgot whose house we was in, but whoever house we was in, they had it.
Wait, you know there's two Villes. Are you talking about the Ville? Or are you talking about the Village?
I'm talking about the Ville.
Okay. Because there are two.
The one by the center? By the schools?
By the schools?
Yeah. The one where everyone came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So whoever had it, they pulled it out, and we like were just initiating it, like opening up, like just playing around with it and seeing what was going on.
Okay. And then
nobody, thinking back, I don't think anyone's ever like closed it, the session. Like, I think it might still be open.
Yeah, because like, I don't think you should fuck with a Ouija board unless you know what the fuck you're doing. Because like, yeah, how do you know how to close it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably so open.
Right.
It's probably so open.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
It probably is. Yeah, I mean, nothing happened. I mean, we was drunk. I don't think it was any spirits in that house. Rest in peace to the decoy. You know.
The decoy?
Yes, girl, the decoy. You just poured the last bit of the decoy.
Oh. I got scared. We're talking about ghosts. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, but R.I.P. decoy.
It's the done.
But all right. So I'm gonna switch it up. Okay. Speaking of Drake, I'm watching The Sweet Life, which is Issa Rae's like new show on HBO Max, which is awesome. She like created a new reality TV show of all these like young 20-somethings.
See, I didn't want to watch it because I felt like it was going to be like, since Insecure is ending this year.
Yeah.
I felt like it was going to be like a cover up for Insecure, or like something for her to fulfill Insecure with.
I feel like it's so smart.
Or
Because think about it, she could be like the Andy Cohen of HBO.
No, she can.
And
she
HBO
could
Max
be.
is killing it with
She
their
could
reality
be.
TV shows. There's a show, if you haven't watched it already, it's called The Hustle.
Oh yeah, with LeBron.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, not The Hustle. The Hype. Hype. Yeah, the Hype is a streetwear competition.
Oh yeah, I seen
show.
that with Offset.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know
Do
if
you
I
watch
want to
it?
watch it because I don't know if I like Offset.
You'll like him on it. He's so sweet.
I don't
He
know
really
if I
is.
like him and
Why don't you like Offset?
and his Migos friends.
Why?
I just think that they are a little messy and drama queens and
Because of Saweetie or just like
just because how they carry themselves. Just
Okay.
like, you know, your the way that you carry yourself to me just like says a lot and like makes me, if I don't like how you like,
they seem like pretty low key, no? But they are like
he seems
cheaters
he
or
seems
something.
low key, but he also seems a little toxic to me, like a little like, oh well bitch, I got this money, if you don't do what I say then like,
Where do you get that from?
well I mean number one, I mean you can't stop cheating on your wife.
Okay, that's number one. Okay,
That's
that's
number
very
one.
good one.
Like,
Okay.
and then you cause like all this other drama for your wife. Like now she has to go to court for like allegedly
Beating somebody
beating
ass.
someone.
Yeah, I
like, you know what I'm
remember
saying?
that.
Like,
Yeah,
so like she
messy
wouldn't have to
shit.
do all of this stuff if you had just stayed home.
If you weren't messy, yeah.
If you wasn't messy, and like, and then like with the whole like motorsport situation, how
What's
that. You know the song Motorsport?
Yeah.
Well, originally it was just supposed to be Quavo and Nicki on the song.
Okay.
And then it became Quavo, Nicki, and the Migos, or
Yeah.
Nicki and the Migos. And then Offset and Cardi were dating, and then they were like, "Oh, well, what if we do Cardi on the song?" And it was like, she was like, "Oh, I'm for it. Like, you know, it's good.
Oh yeah.
It's for it, and whatever." But then when it came out, it was like, oh, Nicki didn't want her on there.
Yeah.
Or like it was really messy.
Yeah, it was.
And she was sitting there trying to like, Nicki was sitting there trying to defend herself, and like, she was asking them to like stand up and say like what it is, like, you know. And Quavo's response to her was like, oh well, if you were my girl, I would, you know, stand up for you. But at the time, Nicki Minaj didn't want to be in a relationship with Quavo, which led to the whole
Like young boy, fuck boy shit.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. And it
I
was just
see.
It was just messy. And then when she tried to get them to like clear the air, it was like, well, you're not my girl, so I don't need
That's
to clear
corny.
the air. And it was real corny.
It is.
And so I mean, and ever since then I'm just like, you know, I don't like the way that they move. And then I got tired of their whole sounding the same.
It does. Yeah, I'm tired of it too.
Mama.
Hey, hey,
He.
hey. Yeah. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
Like no, like
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the whole
Oh,
Migos thing. Right,
Yeah.
right. And to me, Takeoff is the best Migos. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think, I mean, since you like reality TV shows, just like me, I know you don't watch them as much as me, but this one is really great because it's like young, 20-something, black, you know, men and women that are getting it. Like, they got good careers. They got shit going for them. It's like a positive show. Obviously, there's relationship drama and stuff like that because they're 20-something and it's a shit show
Is
to
it like
date
a hood
when you're
Project
27.
Runway?
It's not like, oh, the Hype you're talking about? Okay, the Hype is something, I was talking about the Sweet Life Issa Rae show.
Oh, okay.
But the Hype is like Project Runway, but it's really well done.
Okay.
It's Project
Okay.
Runway, but streetwear based.
Okay.
So instead of just doing like couture,
I mean, that might be
and-
interesting, but-
and all that shit.
We'll see.
They're doing
I might check it out.
streetwear, which
Okay.
I love streetwear. Like that's my favorite. That's my favorite lane. So it's really dope. And they're
Speaking of streetwear,
yeah,
Aaliyah has a new line out with
really
with I think Revell.
very cool.
It's very cool, but it's very expensive.
Okay, yeah.
Very expensive.
Like, what are we talking?
Like I'm talking like a stomach chain is like $50.
For a stomach chain, yeah.
A bathing suit top is like $178.
But who's getting this money? Her uncle?
I have no idea, but because I was on Instagram and I saw that they had the Aaliyah line, and I saw the sweatshirt that Leah used to wear, and I was like, oh, I want one. Like, it's really throwback-ish. And I went to click on it, and I'm like, thinking to myself, like, the most it's going to be is like 100. That shit was 240.
Yeah, that's steep.
And I'm like,
it's all about the hype. That's what streetwear is now, because everyone's into streetwear.
Yeah.
So it's like way more hyped up, and yeah, the prices are ridiculous. Like before, when like Rockaware and all that shit, you know, was hype. It was a stretch.
Yeah.
Like I remember buying a Rockaware shirt for like $40 or like $60.
I remember
and thinking
buying
like,
a jeans
oh my
suit
God,
for
I'm
like,
doing a lot.
For like it was like 45 for the jacket and like maybe 60 for the pants.
Exactly, and that was a lot.
Yeah.
Like my parents, like if I told them, I got my shirt, my Rockaware shirt, like as a birthday gift, and like if I ever went to the mall by myself and told my mom I spent $40 on this shirt, she would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So yeah, that was like a lot for then.
Yeah, no, that is a lot. But like, I was looking at like you know the black pants that Leah wore with like the chains. They have those.
Yeah.
But they have them for like 180, 190.
But what's the quality looking like?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think the best way for you to like reach out to all of her fans is to make it more reasonable.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that you're going to get the notoriety.
No, people are paying for that shit. And they're probably thinking, like, all of her fans are probably 30-something. So they got a little more money than, like, a teenager.
No, I'm a diehard Aaliyah fan, like, diehard Aaliyah fan. But
exactly. All of us are, like, 30, 40.
Like, I know, I was, like, obsessed with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is our age group, and they're
like,
probably thinking, like, they got money.
I could tell you her body measurements.
Okay.
I was like Joe, okay? I was like Joe. But no, when I saw the prices of the clothes, I was like,
fuck that.
Who is actually really gonna?
People, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know that they will.
You know,
I know that they will, but like,
especially out in California. Like, you know, I feel like they especially...
I get my weed from California.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got me on Peaches for real.
I love that song.
Yeah,
I was listening to it today when I was cleaning up my house. I had my little
How do you feel about JB being on...
I don't like it.
Wait, what's the song called?
Essence.
Yeah, Essence. How do you feel about...
I don't like it. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and lie. I haven't heard the whole thing.
I have. It's pointless. Honestly, I was just like, you know what? I get it because it's actually great for them, for like WizKid, because like JB is so next level.
International.
International, that it takes the song even though the song was doing great as it was. It does take it to like maybe white mainstream.
Yeah, it does.
But
it did.
It really did not need him at all. It didn't. And then it kind of like, remember when Rihanna did "Is It Bad That I Love"? Yeah. What was that, Bad Girl or whatever? And the main girl that was on the original one, she was amazing, and like that version is amazing. But she never, like, no one knows her name because Rihanna got on that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want that to happen to what's the chick that's on it?
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name right now.
But I don't want that to happen to her because JB popped on, even though she was perfect, and no one needed him to be on that shit.
No, I don't think he needed to be on there at all. I do not like that. From the little snippet that I heard, and I was like, no, like JB, he has a little soul.
Thames.
Yeah. JB, he has a little soul, but not like, no.
That's why I said JB want to be R&B so bad.
He do.
Because remember, he got so upset that they put his album in the pop album category when he was like, I made R&B.
Yeah. No, but he does make R&B though.
He does. He makes R&B. But I was just like, you know what? He could have left
so that he's white and so that it relates to the pop.
Right.
It relates to the pop.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my coworker, she's in love with Ed Sheeran. And I was listening to like some of his music because I play music, so I try to play like music that everyone can listen to in the room.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny because One time I actually just put my phone on shuffle and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if it's something ratchet, I'm just gonna let it play because like I want to listen to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Meg Thee Stallion's Dot Shit came on. And all you heard is, "Whoo, if the beat live, little juke, man, hands on the knees, shaking ass, some of that shit." And my coworker was like, "Oh wow, well."
Is it the old lady?
No, she's not old. She's pretty young, but
she was just like, "Oh my god, I can't."
Yeah, she wasn't expecting.
We had a conversation about this. I would be so cringed
to play that.
Yes,
really?
I could not play anything like that in my job.
Yeah,
just
we
because
did.
It's all white older women, and like no.
I play anything. When I was in there by myself, I was playing anything like. But my thing was like I will have it up, but then once you come in the room, I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, even if it was something like nigga, like, it would have been blocked out or...
It's like nigga.
Right. You wouldn't have heard it. But, like, yeah, that came on and she was just like, whoa, this really went far left. And I'm like...
That's what she said? And she was young?
Yeah, she's about 30...
That's whack. That's corny.
30,
whatever.
30, somewhere.
Grow up.
But like, I just respected her. I'm just like, well, you know what? It's like, I know not everyone listens to that kind of music. And I know that she can be a little vulgar, but like.
Was she listening to country?
No, she, honestly, we have like a good, mix of music. Cause like I can put my phone on like a playlist or whatever and like.
She knows it.
We know the playlist. Like we're like harmonizing and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. But like, just when I guess it's because of the situation and what she's saying, like in the area, it's just like, well, it's not really work friendly. Like, keep it top 40,
It is top 40.
It is, but
kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
not.
Meg
is top 40.
Meg is top 40, but when she's on her hands and her knees shaking ass on her thought shit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for work. Yeah,
for
not so
work,
much.
It's not so much. But if it was by myself, like when she leaves at 4 o'clock, like 3:30ish, then I get really ratchet. Yeah. I do. It's such a difference. It's like 3 o'clock, 3:30. She's normally going by then. And then it's like, okay, I leave then and I turn on like Spice. Or I turn on like I start watching Love and Hip Hop or like Joseline or something.
I'm listening to like crime documentaries at work.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we could listen to that at work, but I think because the dynamic of our job is so like
that you're not paying attention.
We won't be paying. It'll just be background, music, right? And honestly, if I just put on like pop punk or like like I usually put on like a punk pop mix or something. Mm-hmm. Or like
if I'm listening to music at work, I told you I'm listening to like house.
Yeah. Well, I don't really listen. Well, I could listen to house, but she has a thing of repetitiveness. So yeah.
Well, anyway, for Sweet Life, I brought this up because we were talking about Drake. Mm-hmm. And one of the kids on there, he has his own brand. I'm so sorry for getting it now, but I'll bring up Sweet Life again because it's such a good show, and I hope you watch it, and maybe we can talk about the drama
I might, because I don't have Gossip Girl anymore. So.
Yeah. Wait, Gossip Girl's done? You watched it all?
It's
the new
part
one?
1 is done. Part 2 will pick up in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I watched the first episode of Gossip Girl. I was not into it. I was like, I can't watch these like high school made for teen movie and shows anymore. I can't. But for this, one of the guys who's a designer, he has the Drake heart.
Oh, on his head?
On his hair. Yeah. So what do you think about that? What do you think about Drake's like?
Well, me being a avid parter.
You are. I haven't seen your hair short though in so long.
Yeah. My hair hasn't been short.
Since when? The 90s?
No.
Early 2000?
No, my hair hasn't been short since. I've been wearing my hair for 4 years now. So for 4 years.
So you had it short before that?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I had my little Dominican cut.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then that's when everyone thought I was like Cuban or Dominican or something because my curls was popping.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and they was always like, "Si hablas español?" I'm like, "Sí, poquito."
Yeah.
But yeah, it hasn't been. But when it was short, I used to have a barber. His name was Maceo, bless his soul, because he passed. And once he passed, I let one other lady cut my hair, and I didn't like the way she did it. And
Why don't you go to the Dominicans right up on Hamilton Avenue?
well, that was, I don't know. I have a thing about my hair. Like now, since he passed, because he used to cut my hair and used to give me all the like crazy designs, like the Kanye parts.
Yeah.
Before Kanye was like even Kanye with the parts.
Yeah.
Like he used to go crazy. My mom used to be like, Maceo, what you do to my baby hair? And he was from Arkansas, so he had a little country accent.
Oh,
himself.
really?
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, Miss Lena, I just, blah blah blah." And I loved him so much. He was a good soul. I think he was murdered though, but that's a different story, child. But yeah, ever since he passed, I went to another barber, and I didn't like the way she cut my hair, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grow my hair, or I'll cut my hair, my own hair, and that's when I was starting to cut my own hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Like short?
Yeah, and when I was cutting my own hair in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My man cuts his own hair, and he used to cut everybody's hair.
I used to cut a lot of people's hair in high school as well. Yeah. And in college, I used to cut people's hair.
What do you
and then
think
I
about
learned
the
how to
Drake?
braid, and then it was like, oh.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Because my mom broke her hand one year. And
Oh, yeah, you came in with your own hair, and I was like, oh, that's
and she taught me how to braid my sister's hair because my sister had to get her hair done.
Yeah.
And which is like, I think.
Can you do box braids? Because I want some.
Ah, child.
And you got slippery hair like me. So.
I do know how to do. I do my own box braids, but I mean.
You could probably do it on
I probably could. I really could.
It's slippery, but it's thick.
I just don't.
Pause.
But yeah, I think that's a good lesson that every mother should instill in their children, or in their male children, is at least to teach them how to braid.
Mm-hmm. I know how to cornrow.
Okay.
I know how to braid, but if you want it to be, and my parting is legit. Okay. Not today.
Not today.
Don't
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, basically, I did my hair. I will say it because I don't keep any secrets. I did my hair for the show. The back looks wild right now. And I had to run out to the store, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, people are going to think I don't know how to part, but I do know how to part. But no, actually, if we're talking about like box braid parts, I don't think in general, shit like that, I am not precise with.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all you gotta. I mean, it's all in how you just gotta go row by row.
Exactly. That's easy for you to say.
Yeah.
It's
some
not
people
easy
do
for
it different.
me.
Some people do it like they part it like a cornrow and they do box braids that way. Like for me, when I'm doing one myself, I usually just like part it straight back, and then I just part and I just braid and I just part and I just braid.
Like row by row up.
Yeah,
like
and I just go up until I get to like my crown, and then that's when I part here down the middle so I can have it fall properly.
Mm-hmm. That's how I want mine. So perfect.
But I think every
how do
mother.
you feel about the heart? Like the
I
Drake
like the
heart.
heart.
You do?
I do. I think it's cute.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. And this kid has the Drake heart.
Yeah, I feel like he should have done something else in the heart, because I feel like the heart is Drake's thing. Like
I feel like it's like he is a designer and stuff like that. So I don't know if he's like down with Drake and OVO and shit like that. And maybe that's why he did it, or if it's just a look. But it's so funny.
I like the heart. I think it's really cute. I think it's really cute.
You do?
I think it's really cute. And if I had a brush cut, I would definitely have the heart.
You would do it?
I would, and I would honestly, I would do it throughout my head. Like I wouldn't like just have it here for one week. I would have it here, let it grow out, because my hair grows like so fast.
Yeah.
And let it grow out, and then I would do the heart back here. Like on,
that would be cute.
Like
honestly,
over
back
here,
there would be cute.
Like you know what I mean? Or then I'll do it like maybe have it like in the center so that this part right here is the heart. Like, you know what I mean? Or something like there. Mm-hmm. Like I would just move it around.
Okay.
It wouldn't be in the one spot here, but like I like it. I really do. That's one. See, Drake to me, he's ugly. Like Drake to me is really ugly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I feel like you would think Drake is such a cutie.
No.
He's like, first of all,
it's like your average light skin.
I don't even think he's an average light skin. I really don't.
You think he's above average?
Yeah.
You think he's fucking high? Like fucking
Average
fire?
light skin to me is like a Jesse Williams or whatever the fuck. Like someone with like light eyes, nice hair.
So ugly features, light skin, light eyes. And they get a pass because they're light skin and light eyes.
That's what I see as average light skin.
Drake is average to me.
Drake is sexy, no?
Drake is not. No.
Because you know he's short. Like when I found out
Drake
that
is
Drake
like 6'2".
He's tall?
He's tall.
I thought he was short.
No. Drake is like 6'1", 6'2".
Drake is cute, no?
No.
He's got like a manly, like if you're light skinned, you need manly features. And I feel like Drake is handsome because he has like a strong brow. You know what I mean? Like if you're light skinned, you need something like a little more manly. You know?
I think Drake looks good with his beard. I think Drake is 6 foot.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I think he has a lovely smile.
Okay.
I think if he was to remove his beard, he would look like
Well, we've seen him without his beard.
he would
He
look.
still looks cute. No. Like he has very dark features. Like if you're gonna be light skinned, like I like very dark features. I don't really like the pretty boy shit. And I don't feel like he looks pretty boy. I feel like he looks honestly okay. You know what's weird? He has a large space between his eyebrows and his nose is peculiar.
His nose, he has a. No offense, I love all of my Jewish people out there, but he has
I don't even think he has a
nose.
Jewish nose because
He
people tell
does.
me I have a Jewish nose.
You don't. No, he has a Jewish nose. His mom, he looks just like his mom. His mom has a Jewish nose.
I don't even think that's a Jewish nose. I just think it's a different, interesting nose. I
No.
feel like his eyebrow ratio is
And I
very
feel
far
like
apart.
with the beard, it balances out the nose and the lips ratio.
Well, the lips are good. Like actually,
He
in
has
my
good
mind, I
lips.
thought he had small lips.
No.
But he actually
He has nice
full
lips. He has really nice full lips. He really
and
does.
his eyes are cute. They're like sad.
He has puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, he's puppy dog eyes.
He has puppy dog eyes. But
Damn, how tall is Taylor Swift then? Because look,
she's like
towering-
5'11".
Yeah, she's
She's
towering
tall.
over him in that picture.
She's tall. She's like
Oh
5'11".
my god.
Because Jay-Z is like 6'4".
Jay-Z is 6'4".
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jay-Z's tall. But like, I don't know. Drake, I don't know, child.
What is it about it? What is it? What is it? Oh, besides the nose. You just think, do you think he's corny looking?
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
I think
That's
he's
fair.
very
All right,
corny.
he is.
I think he's, I mean,
What do you think about
Bow Wow is, I don't know. Bow Wow's cute, but I think he has BDE. Like, very much so. And it might not even be true.
You think so?
It might not even be true.
That's why I feel like it's not true.
It
Like
might not even be
I
true.
agree with that in a sense, but I feel like it's,
But he
because
has
it's not
it.
true.
He has it, but
Yeah,
it might not even
he
be
does,
true.
Yeah.
It might.
It might be?
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be fitting for his stature, but I don't know. Like with Drake, I don't know if the pussy's wet or if he's crying and shit. Like you know.
Leave it to him. Leave it to him to have the Nicki lines on deck.
No, but like.
But that was one of her best lines
Yeah, it
ever. I
was.
fucking love that shit.
I don't know. Like with Drake, it's like we going to date, nigga. I don't know if you're gonna write a song about me because I didn't like rub your ego the way that you wanted me to. Like you know what I mean?
He's too sensitive and soft.
Yeah, but like.
I don't know. He dates like
I don't
strong
know.
women. Like he dated Serena. She seems like a strong woman to me. Rihanna, strong,
He was obsessed with Rihanna.
right?
And
Still, I feel like to this day.
Yeah, and you see that she got their matching tattoos covered up.
The shark.
Yeah. So like that tells you that Riri knows the blood clot truth.
But how do you feel about her with ASAP? Because
I love them
ASAP
together.
said that he has a sex
I
addiction.
love them together. He does. His sex tape was whack.
You saw? Wait,
yes.
ASAP had a sex tape?
Child, I will send it to you.
Yo, send it to me, please. But you said it was whack.
It was whack. It was only like the clip that I seen was only like 3 minutes long, 2 minutes long, but like his stroke game was not there.
Ew.
Like he had the same stroke. You gotta switch the stroke up.
Yeah.
I likes to switch it up.
And
you can't have the same do. You gotta.
But I feel like if you're like a celebrity, maybe you get lazy because you can get anyone. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta put
I
in work.
think that's just an excuse.
Like it's an honor for you to fuck me. You're welcome.
No.
At that point.
No.
Send me that. I want to see it.
I will send it to you.
So how do you feel about him and Rihanna together?
I like them together.
Me too.
I think he is, besides myself, the male Rihanna. Yeah. I feel like whatever she wears, she looks fucking gorgeous. And I think whatever he wears, he looks fucking gorgeous. And
he's like,
he's a beautiful man.
Yeah, he is. He's gorgeous.
He is shits all over Drake.
Yeah, he's beautiful. Yeah.
Drake just has a nice smile.
Is he short? Is ASAP short? He looks short.
No, he shouldn't be.
Check that.
Yeah, because he shouldn't be. Because Rihanna's
Google
5'9", so he might be 5'10", 5'11".
ASAP.
Maybe even 6 foot.
Rocky.
Maybe.
Height.
I think he's like 6 foot.
I'm in Apple Music.
Hey
now,
yo,
that's why it did
hey
not
yo,
work.
hey yo.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you do it. I was wondering why is this not finishing it for me? And then I said, why is fashion coming up? That is fucking hilarious.
He's 5'10".
Okay, so average, not like terribly short, but I did think that he was short. Yeah, at least honestly, 5'8" is like
Uzi's
short.
5'4".
No, we're the same height.
My Frankie is 6'.
I'm the same height as little Uzi Vert. Oh my god, that's so exciting!
You were just here like 2-3 days ago.
Me and Uzi could look eye to eye. I could look at his gem.
Big
right
Sean
in
is
the
5'8". You better steal that.
I thought Big Sean was like 5 foot.
I thought he was a little shorter than 5'8".
Well, 5'8" to me, I'd be feeling like I'm 5'8", so that's short, even for me.
I'm be feeling I'm the man when I walk. Chris Brown is 6'1". Young Thug is 6'3". Tyga's 5'7".
Tyga. Oh my god, isn't Kylie 5'7"?
Tyga's 5'7", but he's standing.
I heard. Did you see?
I have.
Oh.
I have.
I feel like I've seen it too.
You
Is it
probably
purple?
No,
I feel like
look
the
at that
shit would
Barney,
be purple.
nigga.
Because like light skinned dudes, sometimes their dicks be like
Child, my Twitter
different colors.
is not safe for work. They do be different colors
You know what I
sometimes. Yeah, they do. Let's Google Tyga's dick.
I'm scared. You saw what happened when I saw DB's dick. I forgot what you're talking.
Well,
Oh, who's that? Is this your Twitter?
this is Twitter. This is just
This is
Twitter.
what you were talking about.
My Twitter is not safe for work. Kylie Jenner and Tyga's sex tape got leaked.
And Tyga?
Yeah.
Wait, that's not her because she doesn't have a tattoo on her back.
Man,
That's
that's
not
not her. The internet lies.
Is that supposed to be her too?
No. There's some girl sucking his dick, though.
That's Tyga?
Yeah. It says OnlyFans Tyga.
Oh,
you know he got an OnlyFans.
That's right.
Right. He has an OnlyFans child.
Yo, and so what do you think about this whole situation of OnlyFans? So this is his OnlyFans? Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is his OnlyFans child.
Ew, do you think he's into feet?
I mean, her feet are on his dick
Ew.
now, and he just
How do you
nutted.
feel about footing? I just want.
I don't like
people
feet. First off, we know I don't like feet, so don't even.
No, I
your
want
feet
people
ain't
to
coming
let us
towards-
know how you feel about footing. Like, I
no,
really want to know, like,
no,
what,
no.
like,
No.
Yeah, like why would you want to get jacked off by feet?
No.
Some people like that's what was happening here.
No.
Didn't you have a comment about OnlyFans?
I did. OnlyFans is now removing porn.
Yeah, but it's coming back. Now they basically like out of outrage, they're allowing it again.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Because that was my backup plan.
What were you gonna do? Show you ass?
Listen. I was going to show these mini tricks that I had.
I'm dead. You know, I always like fuck with my dude. Like, I was like, you know, if we're down and out, I'm gonna start a feet OnlyFans. You know, mad people pay. People pay mad money for feet. They do. And I'll just wiggle my toes.
No.
For like $200 a pop. Easy.
You wiggle your toes and I'm gonna wiggle something else.
I'm so dead. And he thought I was serious for a second. He was like, dude, why do you keep saying this? Like, do you really want to do this? And we had a whole conversation about it.
He better get on it because that's money.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
I dropped my top.
That's okay. The top can stay. All right, let's see what else is on our list. Suicide Squad. You saw that.
I did see it, and I
told you I fell
actually
asleep.
kind of like exploded on Suicide Squad.
Yeah, welcome to the review where we do what we do. I'm Enzo, this is Chuck, and now you're part of our crew. Every Friday at 1, my friend, it goes down. We are the hottest podcasters around. Yep, it goes down. And if you don't believe, my friend, they come to town. You can see those other podcasters, yeah, they do. Welcome to the best, my friend, this is the review.